see that giant smile on my face? Today is March 29th, and this is my last week ever working for someone else. It's my last week of employment before going full-time as resellers. If you guys have been following us along our journey for a while now, thank you for all your support. If you're brand new, my name is Edin. I'm one half of Hustlin' Hooks, and like the title suggests, I quit my day job. I quit a career of 15 years. For those who do not know what I did for a career, I've been managing food safety and food quality programs for about 15 years in distribution, logistics, warehousing, and manufacturing, and it's been an awesome ride. You know, I started a job at the age of 19 at $8 an hour stacking trailers and just worked my way up through the corporate ladder between 4 different companies and ended up with Cisco and had a really great roughly 3 years, and it was just time to go, as I just realized over time that I'm never going to be happy working for someone else unless it's me who I'm working for and me that I report to. And yeah, it just had to happen. It's been in the works for quite some time, and I'll definitely fill you guys in more on that detail in this video. But I just wanted to document today and kind of document throughout the week as we're building up towards, you know, my last Friday ever working at a corporation. So stay tuned. I'll check in a couple more times this week and just kind of share my thoughts and feelings as the week progresses, and we'll just go from there. So truly, again, thank you everyone for your support, and I can't wait to give you more detail. I think today is a really appropriate day to wear this shirt. It's my last day of work. So, put in my notice. I actually gave my notice several months ago because it's a, how do I describe it? It's a very specific job function that I do. So it's not like you can just replace me instantly, although obviously I'm replaceable like everyone in any job. But yeah, so I'm gonna wear my Hustlin' Hooks gear today, you know, to represent us, you know, our company, our vision, our future. Super stoked. You know, a little bit sad. You know, I've been there for, I don't know, is it at least 3 years? 3 years? A little bit over 3 years, I'm not sure. But I have to go around and, you know, give some handshakes and some high fives and say goodbye to a lot of really good people that I've worked with, that I've had the pleasure of working with. Folks that I connected with, folks, you know, that helped me out, and, you know, it's been a good time. I'm not just leaving my job because I absolutely hate everyone there and I hate working there. I'm leaving it because I have a different vision for my life and my family's life, and I kind of get into that a little bit later. So I'm gonna go in, hand over my equipment, you know, do any last tasks that I need to make sure that they're ready for the transition period without me. I'm sure they'll replace me, you know, relatively soon. Yeah, it's exciting. I don't know how I feel right now. I feel excited, but I'm not really the type to get super excited. It's also a huge day today. It's my dad's 70th birthday, which is pretty crazy. And my mom is stepping down. She's going into semi-retirement from full-time to part-time. This is her last full-time day today. So there's a lot going on. We're gonna take him out to dinner and celebrate with, of course, Mona's parents, my sister. So we're gonna do that later. Hopefully everything goes smoothly today at work. I'm sure it will. I gotta, you know, grab all my stuff and do all that good stuff. So anyways, I'll catch you guys in a later part of this video. As I make my last drive into work, or at least for, you know, to work for someone else for the last time, you know, after 15 years roughly in this industry, it's just really neat that I get to capture this on film, and I get to share it with my friends, my family, with our audience, with my kid in the future when she sees this video. And really, I hope this brings some inspiration to you guys, that, you know, if you plan it out right, and if you really put in that effort and put in that work and just keep dreaming, that maybe one day you too can leave that job. Because I know so many, far too many people are doing jobs that they don't care about, or that they're not passionate about, or they just hate doing in general. So I encourage you just to carve out that time in the evening whenever you can to just keep working towards your dreams, because this feeling that I'm feeling right now, just, you know, getting rid of this, you know, thing that I don't want to do anymore. Because at the end of the day, if you're honest with yourself, and if you ask all of your coworkers, if you line them all up and you said, hey look, you got 7 days in a week, you draw out exactly what you want to do, how many hours you want to spend where, who do you want to be with, what are you going to do in those 7 days, I swear the vast majority of people are not going to write in, well, for about 40 to 45 hours I want to go work in a factory, or I want to be in a cubicle, or I want to manage some people, or I want to work at a drive-through, or vast majority of people are going to say I want to spend time with my friends and family, and I want to do work that that I'm passionate about, that I want to do, or grow my own business. And this is the last day that I have to put in my energy towards someone else's future and folks that are in my family's future, and that's pretty sweet. Last time pulling in. Last time. Bye-bye. Last time driving out. Woo! I'm home now. Yeah, it's over with. The new career path starts Monday, I guess. Today? Monday? Your
previous career ended today.
Yes.
Your new one begins on Monday.
Yes.
When I put you to work.
That's fair. That's very fair. We've decided Melinda's going to be the boss. She has the skill set to order me around just right. It's perfect. And I need that kind of structure in my life. Anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Edin, and it's my beautiful wife Melinda, and together we're known as Hustlin' Hooks.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and we're full-time resellers.
That's right.
Full-time e-commerce business owners, whatever you want to call us. Yeah, so obviously if you watched any of the previous several minutes, you know that I quit my job.
What are you most excited about?
Not going to my job anymore. Oh man, there's so many things I'm excited about. I think primarily like just not having to answer to anyone anymore is a big one. Just answer to myself, answer to you, answer to our family. That's it. You know, not having to worry about doing something for someone else. I think the most exciting part for me is that now I can take my energy, my full energy, and invest it into our business and our future. And I think that's probably the most exciting part.
As your new employer, what are some of your goals?
I'll get that to you by Friday. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thanks for the opportunity. So we'll break down our finances for March, which it was another record-setting month for us, which is always good. I think we can. It's gonna take a little bit of time because we're gonna have to dedicate some time to get everything organized. I think that's priority number one. Is like we need to get everything out of this house, and we need to get that space done ASAP. Even if it's not perfect, we need to do that. I think that's the biggest priority.
I think the biggest benefit is going to be to coordinate some of these bigger things faster. So when I quit, some of that processing backlog cleared up a little bit. We were able to get more stuff up. It wasn't sitting as long, and we've tried to sort of keep a clear area in our house, but right now we're really just trying to get that garage where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And I think just having both of us with, you know, a whole day to work on it can knock out a lot more together.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And then I just foresee us being able to obviously list more and you know, source as much, if not more.
So we did. I mean, so we did over 400 listings this month. It's funny. I was talking to a friend of mine, John. If you're watching, much love to you, of course. But he was like, you know, you guys should shoot for like 400 listings. You know, your first month. So I was like, dude, we already did like 400 some this month. So I think, of course, our listings are just gonna grow exponentially. I think the way I foresee it, honestly, the first like couple of weeks, I think it's gonna be like a little bit confusing for both of us as we try to figure out the scheduling.
Plus the space. Now,
and the space.
You know, I was kind of getting used to it, and now we're gonna sort of be bumping heads right now because again, we have just our main house as our workspace.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting. I mean, obviously we know we can do it because we've been doing it at night when we were both part-time.
Right.
It's just for longer periods and figuring out for a whole day.
Well, I think there's going to be a setback as far as like maybe the productivity isn't there in the first couple of weeks as we get everything organized and get that space ready. That might be the biggest drawback. So maybe
it's
like
still being productive. It's just productive in a different area.
Yeah. It won't translate into actual dollar signs, but it'll definitely improve our working conditions.
It will in the future when it makes us more efficient.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be a little bit challenging at first, but. Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
I think being able to finally dedicate some time to these projects that we've been talking about and that are in our business plan, but they just end up taking a back burner because our main focus is obviously sustaining our income because we still have food to put on the table. We have a daughter we have to care for. All the basic things that most people have, we still have those.
Right.
So one of the things we had talked about before Dean quit was to make sure we're at this consistent level where we're bringing in enough to cover everything and have a little bit extra on the side as well. So we're there, and I think we just need a little bit more to feel a little bit more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But it does free up some time to really start expanding this the way we want it to go.
Yeah, it's time. It's like this whole, like we've always said this thing, like we don't want to be resellers. We want to own a e-commerce business. So for us, it's like we know we can pump out the work, but it's going to be that strategic move forward for real growth. And that, of course, includes Amazon, which we, my vision, and I'm sure it's yours as well. We've talked about it where eBay is going to be like our 9 to 5, and then Amazon is going to be our night work until we get that kind of going. So, of course, that's going to be a little bit of a balancing act too, but that's the end goal, Most likely, I could see us as soon as 6 months, maybe even a year, in a warehouse because there's only so much space, and when you're talking about mass quantities, I mean, we just need more space. So we'll see where that, how that goes. Yeah,
I can see that too. I remember when you put that loft up, I was like, no, it's gonna fill up. This isn't gonna be enough space.
Yeah, it's good for now. You know, so we'll see. Lots of things coming. So some advice I want to give to anyone that's considering going full-time. I'm going to grab the drawing board and I kind of draw some things out for you. Welcome to class, students. Today we're going to talk about financial independence 101. First step. Pay off your debt. This is one of the most fundamental things, right? So whatever that means to you, you may have credit card debt, you may have a mortgage, car payments, whatever that is. This is one of the reasons why I was able to quit my job and why Melinda was able to quit her job earlier this year and why we're able to transition is because we have zero debt, no car payments, no credit card payments. We don't owe anyone money, no mortgage payments, nothing. We own everything that we have, including this home. Pay off your debt. You don't have to pay off your debt if you're looking for a career change, but this makes it a lot easier and a lot less stressful when you don't owe anyone any money.
I feel like I'm back in grade school, when you always wanted to write on the whiteboards.
Oh yeah.
So, step 2 is budget and know your expenses. Oh boy. No. Okay, so this might seem common sense, but there's a lot of people who don't know their expenses every month. We're talking break it down to your average monthly heating bill, your average monthly electrical bill. How much do you spend on groceries in a month? How much do you want to spend on going out? What can you live with? What can you live without? Will you need to roll back your standard of living a little bit to get things going? Are you comfortable with that? Or do you need to keep working a little bit longer to sort of build up enough of a safety net where you can keep those comforts? This is such a big one. If you quit and then you realize that you're not generating enough income to hit all of those, you're just going to find yourself back in a job that you don't want to be in, and you're not going to feel great about it.
We made a sale.
One thing I'm going to talk about along with this is budget out what it would cost for you / your family to carry insurance. If nobody is going to be carrying insurance at a job, let's say you and your partner both want to quit your jobs and do this, you should definitely check out the marketplace or just private insurance companies. There's a lot of different options. There are so many different options depending on your needs and your specific family needs. That's obviously different for every single household. So you can scope it out, price it out, and figure that out for yourself. And then you're going to have to add that to your budget. That's exactly what we did. We figured out what it was going to cost for our family to carry an insurance plan that had a reasonable deductible, reasonable coverage that we were comfortable with a small child. And that was factored into the expenses we were going to have to account for with this new income.
Step 3 or 4 or whatever step we're on. Shut up and work. That's it. Just shut up and work. Payment received. So what I mean by this is that all those folks that advise you about money, the Dave Ramseys, the Gary V's, all these people, this is what they're talking about. You have to put in the work. So for almost 2 years now, Melinda and I have been working our butts off every single day. No vacations, no weekends off, every single day, packing, listing, cleaning, packing, listing, cleaning, until we achieved this goal. This is how we paid off our house. This is how we got a healthy amount of savings. This is what allowed us to now pursue our future goals. We didn't just talk about it, we actually put in the work and got it done. Thousands and thousands of sales, over 150,000 sold, over 40,000 sold already in 2021. We put in that work towards our freedom and our goals. There's no shortcuts of doing that. You have to do it. Those are the 3 tips that we're going to share today. There's obviously lots more coming. The other thing I'm looking forward to is being able to make a lot more content for you guys and share as much information. I know there are a lot of people that are tempted. There are a lot of people that really want to do this full time. We're here to kind of pump your brakes and kind of hopefully help you along that journey.
Yeah, we've been collecting and writing down and planning on all these YouTube ideas and all these videos that we want to bring. And now we're actually gonna be able to do them, so yeah. We're excited about that as well.
For sure, there's a lot to do. In fact, we're gonna wrap this video up. Hopefully, you guys are happy to hear the good news. You know, obviously stick around. There's much more coming out of us. But right now, it's time to get back to work. We do have that garage sale that we're going to be preparing for this weekend, so we still have some old inventory to go through, and then. Tonight is going to be awesome. Like I mentioned, it's my dad's birthday. My mom's retiring.
Edin's retiring.
I'm retiring. So we're going to take the family out, and all that hard-earned money, we're going to splurge and, you know, take everybody out for dinner. And yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, so onward and upward. Leave your congratulations for Edin below. It's a big, huge step. He's been really looking forward to this. Super proud of him. And Thanks. Until the next video, you guys, take care.
Later, guys.